This is the place where we stop. Do this and the wind will be friends with us. The wind is your friend. If you are going to face n number of challenges in your life, difficulties in your life, get used to it. And whenever you get a difficulty, you'll never feel bad over there. Is it clear? That is why the wind which is coming with a destructive power, we can treat it like a friend. If you are going to have a positive mindset towards it, you can accept things into your life. And if you don't have that positive mindset of accepting things, nothing will happen in your life. So try to have a mindset which is going to make you a positive person. That is an optimist in life. Come to the next line. We are going to read the other lines now. Shall we read the other lines? Have the textbook and read the other lines. The wind blows out weak fires. He makes strong fires roar and flourish. His friendship is good. We prize him every day. We will read the 4 lines again. The wind blows out weak fires. He makes strong fires roar and flourish. His friendship is good. We prize him every day. Beautiful lines, children. I don't know how much you are getting inspired by the poem. But this poem inspires me a lot. See what a beautiful comparison. The wind blows out weak fires. He makes strong fires roar and flourish. This is the quality of Mahakavi Subramanya Bharati. Yes, we have to salute him. What a beautiful comparison, and how he is getting all these things into his mind. It makes us wonder. Children, you develop the quality of writing poems, children. From last year, I am insisting you. Just to develop the quality. Inculcate the quality of writing poems, children. It will sound good. Do you have the habit of writing poems? Yes, I had the habit of writing poems. 2 years back, I wrote a poem. When I did not come for work, I wrote a poem called Solitude. And that was published in one of my college magazines, Solitude. So have the habit of writing poems. The words can be beautifully described over there. Come, let us move into the explanation of the poem now. The wind blows out weak fires. See, the light symbol is weak over here. Can you see that? The light symbol is weak over here. It is not strong. If you are going to be weak like this, if you are not going to be mentally tough like this, wind will blow out you. It will break you. The difficulties which you are getting in your life will easily break you into pieces. Yes, you will feel for it. Don't be like that. Don't be like a weak fire. And how you have to be? Read the next line. He makes strong fires roar and flourish. Yes, here roar. This word roar, the roaring is a sound of a lion. Lion is called as a king of jungle. He makes strong fires roar and flourish. What is the meaning of the word flourish? It will make you to grow. If you are going to be strong enough to face the challenges in your life, really people will admire you. And it is the growth in your life. You can improve your life. Yes, I'll tell you, children, try to be like a strong fire. Like you can spread yourself. It will help you to roar and flourish. You will get that confidence. You can see that growth in you. You can see that improvement in you. That roaring sound is going to echo. Day by day, try to be more confident. Will you take it as a point? You have to take it as a point. I know many of my students will listen to my thing what I am telling you. And I could feel like some students are flourishing nowadays. Some of my 8th students, now you have come to 9th standard, you are flourishing. You are getting good appreciation from your teacher. Even secretary ma'am, when she spoke to me, she appreciated you. They are coming out with good qualities now. Try to have that in your mind. Okay? Be strong. Don't try to be timid in nature. Be strong. Next, his friendship is good. If you are going to be strong, you can enjoy the friendship of him. How you can enjoy the friendship of him? If you are ready to accept challenges in your life, then the difficulties will become like challenges. Why we call difficulties as challenges, children? It is like a challenge for us. We will challenge with our friends. I'll do it for you. The same way, wind will become our friend. His friendship is good. You can just realize it when you get used to the feelings in your life. You can feel that all these experiences is like a teaching lesson for you. It's teaching a lesson for you. The difficulties, the hardships which you come across in your life is going to teach you something. We will say no, bad experiences will give us a good lesson in life. So bad experiences is also a good friend which gives us a good understanding. Is it clear for you? Next, we prize him every day. In the previous line, the wind is given the quality of friendship. And here, we prize him every day. Whom we prize every day? It's God. Wind is taken to the quality of God here. We prize him every day. Why we prize him every day? What is the reason? When the poem begins, how it begins? The wind comes with the destructive power. When the wind is going to come with the destructive power, do we prize him? We don't prize him. But we should prize him. Why we should prize him? That is what they used to say, no? Your enemies will teach you many things in life. There are some people in life who will put down. Those people will teach you many things in life. Such a thing is predicted through the poem. The wind comes with the destructive power and it teaches us a lesson. Life is meant to face challenges. What is the lesson taught by the poem? Life is meant to face challenges. When it is going to teach us lesson, we think wind as God over here. Do we think wind as God or not? Yes, we think wind as God. So here the poem ends. We prize him every day. The wind is attributed with the quality of God. Will you agree with me? Yes. God even permits n number of difficulties in your life. Why he is permitting n number of difficulties in your life? In order to make you mentally tough and physically strong. Yes, you have to accept that. But still we praise God. The same as wind. And we have seen in the last 10th line, wind God winnows. Have you got the concept over there? So here the poem ends. Now we are going to discuss the literary devices, that is the poetical devices, the figures of speech. First thing is, have your pencil and note it down, children. It's repetition. Frail crumbling houses, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters, crumbling wood, crumbling bodies, crumbling lives. And you can see crumbling hearts. So what is the word which is used often here? Crumbling, crumbling, crumbling. Okay, what is the meaning of the word crumbling? Broken down into pieces. Crumbling. Why we are making use of the word crumbling often? Is there any idea? Why repetition is used, children? Why do we repeat things? To give an emphasis. Why do we repeat things? To give an emphasis. To give a stress over there. The same you can see. If you are going to be weak, if houses are going to be weak, it will be crumbled. If doors are going to be weak, it will be crumbled. The meaning of the word frail? Weak. If rafters are going to be weak, it will be crumble. So what is the message that is conveyed? Don't be weak. That is the reason why this word crumbling is repeated often to give a emphasis. Have a steadfast heart, as you see in the poem. Have a steadfast heart and have a strong mind. Physically strong and mentally tough. Try to get this idea, children. That is why this repetition is used here. If you are going to be weak, you will be put down. You will be broken down into pieces. So don't let yourself to be broken down into pieces. Next, anaphora. I have already introduced you this poetical device in Road Not Taken poem. What is called anaphora? Is there any idea what is called anaphora? Okay, let's see now. Don't break the shutters of the window. Don't scatter the papers. Don't throw the books on the shelf. So all these three words is a similar word which is a starting word of all the three lines. Don't break the shutters. Don't scatter the papers. Don't throw down the books on the shelf. All the three lines which comes consecutively are beginning with the word don't. So what is a literary device used here? It is anaphora. Next, we are going with personification. Personification, do this and the wind will be friend with us. Can we make wind as friend, children? Yes, we can make wind as friend. So, the wind is given the quality of a friend. In the last line, the wind is given the quality of God. And in some of the lines, I'll show you the line, children. Just wait, I'll show you the line. His friendship. So the wind is referred here as his friendship. He makes. He is the word which is used to address a human being. What is the? Come on, wait with me, I'll show you. Personification. What is called personification? When a non-living thing is attributed with the quality of a living thing, that is called personification. So here, wind can become our friends. This is the personification, and in the last line also you can see personification, and whenever wind is addressed as he and his, you can see personification. Underline all the terms and write it like personification. What's the rhyme scheme of the poem, children? Is there any rhyme scheme in the poem? Make a note of it. There is no rhyme scheme in the poem. The poem is written with free verse. The poem is written with free verse. I am repeating so that you will note it down. I am not going to make it as a slide over here because I wanted to observe like how many of you are attending my session carefully. The poem has no rhyme scheme. It is written with free verse. Is it clear? Okay. Next, wind as friend of us. Poetical devices. Again, here I give you as the point repetition. What is called repetition? The act of repeating something to stress it. Anaphora, the repetition of a word or a phrase at the beginning. Have you got it? Personification, the attribution of a characteristic to a thing. Personification, the attribution of a human characteristic to a thing. You can note it down in your notebook. I just pause here for you all to note down these things. Repetition, the act of repeating something to stress it. Anaphora, the repetition of a word or a phrase at the beginning. Personification, the attribution of a human characteristic to a thing. Children, you are going to have your periodic assessment 1 and we teachers are doing the lessons line by line. So be careful with the session and note down things from the exam point of view. Whatever the teacher is telling, just make a hint of it. It will help you from the point of examination. Will you do it, children? Note down all these things in your textbook. After the session, I'll just ask some of the students to take a photocopy of it and you have to post it in WhatsApp. Let me see what are the things you have written in your textbook. Let me see whether you are jotting down points over there. You are just making a list of hints which is given by the teacher.